Hi, welcome to week 3 in English 114 online. This week we're going to be talking about two different assignments related to how you can improve your documents for the business world. So one chapter that you'll need to read is chapter 5, but really specifically read chapter 5, pages 124 to 130, which gives you some general guidelines about page design, and 135 to 138, which deals with how to use headings and subheadings successfully so you won't confuse your readers. What I have basically done for this assignment is taken some text that was very well formatted. The page design was easy to read, and I took everything that made it easy to read away and created quite a squished up bit of text that is very hard to read. And what I want you to do is to copy and paste that into a new document and design it so that it's easy to read again. You can do that mainly by adding headings and subheadings with white space before and after your subheadings and between the subheading, in the text. And also you can follow what the suggestions in the book about the hierarchy of the headings. And what I mean by that is one general heading that goes over the whole topic, and the topic is graphs, would be a level 1 heading. If you're using Microsoft Word, that is the absolutely easiest way to keep your headings straight. So if you use a level 1 heading, that covers the whole topic of graphs. And then as you read the material and begin to make sense of it, you will see that it covers two subtopics. One is bar graphs and the other is line graphs. And then underneath those two level 2 headings, and if you're using Microsoft Office again, or Microsoft Word, it will be easy if you just click on level 2 headings for those subheadings. Again, use your white space to separate the headings from the text. Also, under each of those subheadings, there are further subheadings. Under bar graphs, there are 4 different kinds of bar graphs given, and so you'll want to create a level 3 heading for each of those 4 subheadings. In between that information about bar graphs and the information about line graphs, there is some general information about how to apply techniques that work well for the graphs. Some things that you need to pay attention to for the graphs. And so that would really come between the two parts. It doesn't really need to have a heading, but you can give it a heading, and if you do, I would give that a level 2 heading. But the most important information there that you need to be concerned with is they give you 6 items that are guidelines to use, and that just begs to be bulleted. Anytime you get to a list like that, readers find it easier to read if those points are separated into bullets. So I highly recommend that when you get to that, the line ends with a colon, and then it gives you the 6 items, and so that just begs for you to bullet it. And then the last the second subtopic, which is also the last one, is line graphs. And under line graphs, there are 2 subheadings, and so you should give those a level 3 heading also to match the subheadings that you gave to the bar graphs and those individual types. So just using white space, inserting headings and subheadings, and using bullets can make that very readable again and get it back into the state that it was in before I took out all the things that made it easy to read. So that's what you need to do for that assignment. And then the second assignment is to create a bar graph. And so the information for that is in chapter 8. If you read 484 to 487, 487 to 491, which gives you information about creating tables, and 494 to 497 gives you the information about bar graphs. So you have designed a page that has to do with bar graphs, and then you're going to create a bar graph. So the graphics assignment has two parts then. The bar graphs part, 494 to 497. Also in the assignment I have included instructions of how to create a bar graph very easily in Microsoft Word. And then there the section on tables, 487 to 491 in your book. And again, I have given you directions right in the assignment of how to create a table very easily in Microsoft Word. So 3 assignments this week, which seems like a lot, but it's really not hard to do. And if you have any questions, contact me, consult your book, consult the help button on Microsoft Word. I do that very often sometimes, and it helps me, especially as different people have different versions of Microsoft Word. That might be helpful to do too. So if you have any problems, contact me. I'll be glad to help you. I'll be glad to talk you through the assignment. I think I have included enough information to make it very easy for you to follow. And don't forget about continue to work in your groups, planning your group project for the International PowerPoint. Now that's not due until February 7th, but you need to be continuing to work on it this week. So have a great week, and I will talk to you next week.